4 freaking weeks to get to this, but they needed them ratings. Did y'all advertisers pull out like YouTube's advertisers pulled out on y'all, and y'all just needed to stretch this crap out? Alright, y'all, I'm back. Real Housewives of Atlanta. I had quit the show, but people have been hitting me up saying, Lynette, so you just gonna leave us hanging like this? And I was like, I'm a Leo, so when I quit something, I really do quit it. But then I was like, you know what, y'all been loyal to me, so let me just come on back and just go ahead and recap it all in one, which means that I'm only gonna do part 4, because the reason that I quit is because Bravo tried every last one of us with this 4-part of fool of, like Forrest Rock said. Listen, all they needed was 3 people on that stage. We didn't need all the other people. Basically, we got down to the nitty-gritty, and I was here for it all. And I actually listened to some reviews because I wasn't planning on reviewing it, and usually I don't listen to reviews if I'm going to review a show. But I was listening to what everybody had to say, and I said, do anybody agree with my thought process? And then I came across Forrest Rock's last night, and she said exactly what I was thinking, but not really. Now, this is what I think happened. Y'all have to take in consideration that they don't watch the episodes. They can't see the episodes, all that good stuff, until we see them. But the reunion is not taped until after the season is over. So keep that in mind. Porsha was able to go back into the archive and look and see the progression of how her good Judy was basically throwing a rock, hiding her hand, and letting you be the one that's getting bop, bop, bop upside the head with all the information when it came out. Porsha saw it, all of that, when she watched the season along with the rest of us, but this was still before the reunion. Porsha knew that Miss Phaedra was gonna get up in that reunion, as Shelly and James would say, and backpedal and pussy pop. So this is what Porsha did. Porsha said, I got your goddamn number. I'm gonna line you up. And if you're from the DMV, line you up means I'm gonna put everything in order, so anything that you can say and come back at me with, I can, like at the circus, I'm gonna go ahead and knock it right on down. And that's what she did. Did y'all hear her say when she was confronted with Phaedra was confronted with the information that you were the one who told me, and you told me that you got that information first-hand knowledge from Kandi and Todd themselves? Did you hear what Porsha kept saying? You told me this 3 times. You told me this before we did the taping in Hawaii. You told me another instance, and then you told me 2 days before now. Why did she need to tell you 2 days before now? Because I needed all my ducks lined up, because I knew that when we got on this stage, you were gonna deny that you said it, and you said that they told you. Then Porsha said, listen, don't make me go and get my text messages and pull those up. Let's not do that. And did you see, like my girlfriend texted me and told me, she said whenever Phaedra rolled them lips, you know she about to tell a lie. She said, no, I think you just misunderstood me. Porsha left not near stone unturned when it came to being able to flip that thing back around on her. She tricked Phaedra into confessing it one more again, just for old time's sake, like the old people used to say, let me go ahead and hit it one more time for old time's sake. She said, let me go ahead and let you tell me what you told me the first time one more time for old time's sake, because I'm about to get your hind parts for trying to make a fool out of me. Then I think she tricked her into actually putting that joke in writing. Like she texted her, was like, girl, that information you gave me is something else. No, I can't believe Kandi and Todd told you. I could see what the text message said. Basically in my mind, like Mike B said, in my mind. She played that thing cool. Look, little head, small brain, as Phaedra would say, she got you. She got you. Now I do believe, like Rock said, that when Porsha went off on that stage, it was like, girl, what's going on? that was all a part of the plan, so that now I can flip it around on you, but I can save face with the rest of them hoes, like they call them. I can save face with the rest of them, because yes, I was a pawn. And I do believe that their friendship was genuine at some point. But Porsha was being played the entire time. And she didn't realize it until she looked back at that season and she was like, oh, hell to the no. I'm gonna get you if it's the last thing I do. And she got her. And I'm not mad. But you want to know what I am mad about? I'm mad about Kenya keep interjecting herself when this girl was on slow roast. Did y'all realize that every time Phaedra was on slow roast to a point where, you know, when you put something on the grill and you don't turn it fast enough, it burn up? By the time she was getting ready to get at that point where she was about to burn, Kenya would interject and she would piss me off, because I was saying, let Andy and Porsha continue to let her sit on that coal and burn. But every time Kenya would interject, she would give that liar or a opportunity to rebound and be able to gather herself real quick and deflect, talk about something else or whatever. Now Candy, let me tell you this, I ain't gonna talk about every scene, but Candy, when you come to these reunions, learn something from Love and Hip Hop, learn something from Yandy. Get you a good girlfriend that ain't got nothing to lose, and bring her everywhere that you go, that you think that there's gonna be some conflict. You can't touch nobody because you got too much to lose. But get your hood booger girlfriend. Look, I got a sister. My sister always ready to fight. All I gotta do is do like this, and she gonna fight, go home, and she'll probably show up at your birthday party just to see if you gonna say something to her. Candy, why you ain't had nobody like that up there with you? I know they probably didn't have an audience for this, but had them in the back, had them listening, put their cup to the daggone wall, and whenever they hear that, oh no you didn't, is there a problem? Because at that point, your good girlfriend should have choked the mess out of that daggone Phaedra. You don't play around with talking about somebody raping somebody and all this. And I don't believe that anybody gave Phaedra that information. I think Phaedra made all that stuff up because for some reason Candy did something that she considered so hurtful that she would dig that deep. And like Cynthia said, Cynthia was like, I am over it. We take shots at each other. We've even put hands on each other. We done got kicked in the puss. We done drug some, we done pulled some hair. But we ain't never put no mess on no rape and all that, because that right there is something hard to recover from. Look, Bill Cosby is on his deathbed and he gonna die with that on him. So don't do that. And Cynthia was over it. And I was over it too. I was like, you know what? Nope. Get you a good girlfriend that could drag her. And she needed to choke Porsha too, because sometimes when you play the part of a fool, you still need to get the punishment that everybody else get to. And that's what needed to have happened. What else happened? Nothing. They tried to make light of you know, Cynthia being 50, and that's a bad girl. Lord, she looked good. She looked good for 50, 60, and 70. Come on here. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why is Phaedra so mad at Candy that she would stoop that low. You can't be that mad because Ton and them had Apollo's possessions over at the house. I mean, come on now. And one thing I can't appreciate about Candy, Candy was like, you know, I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when my mama's wrong. It is what it is. She will, and that's why I've always liked Candy, because Candy owns her stuff. Phaedra would sit there, and while the rest of them was in the back getting themselves together, her girlfriend crying, and she getting ready to, over in the next room, Candy is trying to calm herself down from not tearing this place up like Tasmanian Devil. And this wench is sitting in the beauty chair getting her makeup retouched and her lips done. Come on, girl. I cannot. Well, I'm back because I forgot a couple of parts that I wanted to talk about. You see, y'all got me all hyped up before I had to go into work and everything. I want to know, what is it that the good pastors got to say about their lying daughter? That's what I want to know. Because I'm quite sure she goes to the revival as Miss Porsha said. We just had a revival. Why didn't you put all this stuff out on tape?
What the good pastor them got to say about this, huh? Is she gonna lose her job? Like, what are the repercussions for something as severe as this? Lying about somebody, saying that somebody was gonna rape somebody. You shouldn't be able to walk around with your license not at least being investigated at this point. Then, this is how they should have ended it off. And y'all know I can't stand Fanta face Cheeto dust. Y'all know I can't. But you know what? Andy Cohen, you know how he always like to end out the reunion with a nice little quote, nice little this, that. And instead of him saying, you know what? Do we have a quote for anybody? He should have turned around with some paperwork and said, Phaedra, now that we have come to a conclusion of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Part 4, Phaedra, you're fired. That would have gave me everything I needed in life and more. But not really, because I do want her to come back next season and be drugged up and down. RHOA. But I heard she got fired. Now, that's all I got to say. Bye.
In there with me during this season. I'm glad it's over. I will not be reviewing this next year. Nah, let me not eat my words because I might. But straight from the VA, the dirty, dirty South. 2 up, 2 down. Hello.